Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Surprise Thursday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the G.I. Joe Classified Series number 49, Dusty. Let's get into it! Let's start our tour of duty with a look at the packaging. And here on the top we have the G.I. Joe star. He's number 49. Got a little hook there. Nice little window there that runs around to the front. Let's light into the top to help showcase the figure. 4 and up. Warning! Don't stick things in your pie hole that do not belong there. Nice big window showcasing the figure and accessories. And then some artwork right there of Dusty looking super PO'd. Probably because he's in the desert. G.I. Joe Classified Series, Dusty, Hasbro print. And then as you can see, that artwork on the front kind of wraps around to the side here. And then, very interesting. On this side, we have Dusty's file card. He's Dusty. That's his stuff. He's number 49 and G.I. Joe. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode. On the back, probably the last of the packaging I will review, or that anybody, well, this is probably the last series that comes with this artwork on the back of the packaging. The newer plastic-free packaging generally doesn't have this level of artwork on it. Attention! Don't stick things in your French pie hole. And this is the last one I've got in that wave. So, this will probably be the last of this artwork we get to see on packaging. Parents! GIJoe.com! Assortment number! Some more small fine legalese made in China print, Hasbro print. Includes figure and 7 accessories. Warning! Attention! Nocturne! Don't stick things in any language pie hole that do not belong there. And don't give it to babies. That, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers. And first of all, let's look at his weapon. I don't think we've seen this one before in Classified Series. Very cool looking. I don't know what kind it is, but it does have a bipod here that spins around. It just kind of clips in there, but you can't get it out from there. So it moves around so that he can put it wherever that he needs it. A magazine in the back. It is removable and it just pops up in there. It does have nice molded details, all molded in black except for the bipod, which of course is a separate piece, and it is slightly different, more of a brown maybe. If it's not brown, don't make fun of me. I'm colorblind. Don't make fun of handicapped people. And then the barrel, of course, does have a port in it for blast effects. So, pretty cool little gun. Then his only other weapon is this knife. Nice silver paint app on it. It's molded in black plastic. It does have a few molded details and it looks pretty nice. Now, he does come with 2 sets of goggles. This set of goggles with the smaller
band on it actually goes around his head and covers his eyes. And it has nice silver paint app there for the lenses, so that's pretty cool. And then the other one has that same nice silver paint app, but you can see the band is much larger. This one is for when he's not wearing them on his face and they go around the helmet. And I'll show that in just a minute. Now here's the helmet, and I will say about the helmet, it doesn't really want to stay on his head very well. So just be aware of that. But it does look nice, and it's pretty flimsy though. The whole is really soft plastic, the whole thing is. Next up, here's the backpack, all molded in color. It does have some nice textural details. All kinds of pouches, 2 canteens, a post, so it goes in the port on his back. But overall, nice looking. Let's take a look at the figure himself. And you know, he's got some stuff on his face to help him camouflage in the desert, because he is a desert specialist, in case you didn't already know that. Or to say, it does have a nice face sculpt, and the printing on the face is pretty cool. Nice eyebrows, eyes, pop of color on the lips. No wash in the hair, but lots of molded detail in there, and it stands out without a wash. Wash would have helped it stand out more, but it really doesn't need it. There's his harness. There's the port in his back where the backpack goes, and you can see it's got a hose leading from there, and then comes out here, which is, this is a drinking tube, so he has water in that backpack as well as in the canteens. So that's pretty cool. And he's got some pouches here, a pouch here. The belt here, this piece is all an overlay, but this is almost, this upper belt is almost a separate piece. It's just connected by this pouch. So there can be some space in between there. And also on his chest, American flag, his name, G.I. Joe, and then the desert camouflage motif on the rest of his fatigues, and then the sheath for his knife right here on his boot, strapped around his leg. Nice textural details on the pants, and right here on the edge of the sleeves too. I'd get it pretty tight to keep the sand from getting up in there, but it can get in there. Oh no. Let's take a look at his articulation. He can look up that high, or that far, and it's on a dumbbell that leads down into the neck. The neck is a separate piece from the torso, and it does have a ball or dumbbell or something there at the bottom. Something helps him look down that far. He's got some chicken neck. I don't know. I guess he's going to a desert rave. He's got all kinds of waggle. Excuse me. Butterfly at the shoulder, goes back that far, forward that far, and shoulder raises out a little better than 90 degrees. Full 360 degree rotation there. Cut at the upper bicep for another full 360 degree rotation. Double hinged pinless elbow. I almost said knee. And it gives you that much bend. 360 degree rotation at the wrist on and in and out hinge. And on the other wrist he also, nope, he has an up and down hinge there, although the cuffs on the sleeves don't give it much range of motion. Hinge here for the abs. Allows him to lean back that far. Also, there's like a dumbbell or something here at the waist, and that works in conjunction with this crunch and crunch forward and the bend back rather. So there's that. He's got a little bit of hula in there. Woo! And he can do a full 360 degree rotation there at the waist. So that's pretty cool. And, you know, he can lean back forward. Drop down hinge at the hip. Allows him to give you the full splits. He can kick forward that far. Back about a step. Cut here at the upper thigh for another 360 degree rotation. Double hinged pinless knee. And it gives you that much bend. And I'm assuming this must be a knee pad, because you can see it doesn't quite match up to the rest of the pants. So we're going to say it's a knee pad. At the mid shin, a boot cut for another 360 degree rotation. At the ankle, tilts down that far. Tilts up that far, so that's pretty good. And forward facing pin for rocker. There's that. Now, as far as the goggles go, just kind of eyeball it on the helmet and just slide it on there so that it till it will stay. It takes a little bit of finagling. So there, that's kind of on there. As far as the ones that go on his face, make sure you have them turned right. Place the goggles over the eyes, and then the strap, just pull it down the back of his head until it lines up like you want it to. But not too far, because then they'll fall off the bottom. But he can also wear them around his neck if that is your preference. And then the helmet just kind of sits on there. It stays sort of, but if you touch it, it comes off. The backpack, of course, has the post. There's the peg. Line them up. Good to go. The knife. Let's see what I'm doing. There we go. It just fits into the sheath. Just push it on in there. It stays. Friction. With friction, it's pretty tight. And then as far as the weapon goes, he has no storage other than holding it in his hand. And he doesn't want to do that. So let's pop the clip out. So we can work with it a little better. And then we'll just pop the clip back in. Until I mess around and pop the gun out of his hand again. Why doesn't he edit these kind of things out? Because I'm just a normal guy like you, messing around with his toys. And there we go, my friends. I'll look at Dusty and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have Dusty with Tiger Force Outback and Sergeant Slaughter. Here's Dusty with the Valaverse Action Force, Swarm Trooper with Swarm Gear, and the Scarab Trooper. Is it Trooper? Probably just Scarab. I don't remember. For our final set of comparisons, here's Dusty with, from the Marvel Legends series, making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee. From the G.I. Joe Classified series, we have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant, Cobra Commander. From Star Wars The Black series, we have the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper. And for a 7-inch comparison, from Masters of the Universe Masterverse, we have the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the G.I. Joe Classified series Dusty, I have to say he's an alright figure. I mean, the figure itself, there's nothing wrong with him. He could have used a paint app, an extra paint app here and there on some of the accessories maybe. The helmet is probably the most disappointing part of the figure. It's just way too soft, and to me, it just doesn't set right. They really should have put some soft goods into this and used a harder plastic for the helmet, maybe. I don't know. Because it's not like the helmet, like, it's tight on his head or anything that it needed to be made out of soft plastic. It's actually, you know, I don't want to say it's loose, because you can hold him upside down and it doesn't come off. But once you go to trying to pose his head or whatever, the helmet does not like to stay in place. He does have a nice new firearm that we haven't seen in the line before, so that's kind of cool. And he does, except for having soft goods in the helmet, it really does remind me of the original figure. And that's it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.